So you're really concerned as to whether or not now is the time for you to start paying for your real estate education. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you a couple of tips so that you can make a decision for yourself. Coming up. Hi there, it's Billy with Keep On Cash Flow, helping you to grow your money and your mindset so that you can get to the lifestyle that you really want to lead faster. Now, on this channel, I'll be sharing weekly tips and strategy videos just like this. So if it's your first time here, why don't you go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And you'll also want to make sure that you check out the comments and the links that are happening in the section below. But as for today, I want to get back to this whole question of whether or not it makes sense for you to start investing in your real estate education. And I guess one of the reasons that I want to answer this question is because very recently, as most of you know, I like to talk to people from all over the globe, and I had a call with a guy who was really he was explaining to me that, it seems like every single time that he speaks to one of the gurus, that eventually all they're trying to do is sell him a new course or sell him a new class. And so I figured if he's having that question, and I've already been there myself, that I at least wanted to give you a couple of frames of thought so that you can decide whether or not it's the right thing for you. And when I say the right thing for you, meaning to go out and pay for real estate education. And I think most of us know everything that you need nowadays, you can find it online. You can find it on YouTube, you can find videos in Facebook. Wherever you want to go, you can find probably more than the amount of information that you need to become successful in any real estate career. And you're probably used to, you get something for free, and then you have a very small fee that you pay. And a lot of times, from what we know, when you go to these in-face or face-to-face camps, that there's a lot of running to the back of the room and upselling and things like that, right? And in the beginning, I was probably very much against all of these things because I figured it just makes more sense to spend your time to go out and get the education and find a little bit here on YouTube and find a little bit on another place for Facebook and a little bit on Twitter, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the things that I said to the guy that I had the conversation is, it really is up to you. And the more that I look at it now, having spent a number of years in real estate as an investor and an educator, I realize that it really comes down to it's about you. It's about how much time do you have and how quickly do you want to get to your goals and what is your ability to pay, really, kind of at the end of the day, are some of the things that it's about. If you think about anything, I like to think about languages, but today we'll talk about making dinner. Imagine if you want to go and you work a very stressful 9 to 5, you're out there working the 6-figure salary, and you would love to come home and have your meal prepared, a very healthy meal every single day. Well, you have the funds. The thing is, you don't necessarily have the time. So you go out and you buy meals that are already prepared. At the end of the day, you're still eating, but you're doing it in a very different way. In real estate investing, or your education, is really no different. And first of all, I would say, if you have time, then really all of the information is already there. It's just a matter of you making sure that you're putting the information from all of the different sources together in a way that makes the most congruent sense for you. You can spend hundreds of hours on YouTube and on Facebook, et cetera, and you will eventually get to your goal, especially if you have lots of time. Whereas a lot of you were very much like me, you're working, you're in 6-figure salary jobs, and what you don't have is a lot of time, but you really are enjoying the benefits that real estate can bring to you, to your portfolio, and what you don't have necessarily today is a lot of time. So very much in the same way that you like to go and have certain amounts of your food already prepared, it may make sense for you to also look at certain types of courses that are already packaged together so that you follow a very clear learning goal and objective, and you get to that objective at the end. So I guess, like I said, those are just two examples. If you have lots of time, spend your time looking for the information and know that you will be putting it together for yourself, and that's fine. And if you have less time and lots of interest, and you have a goal to get to a specific goal in a certain amount of time, then you'll want to maybe look at those types of courses, whether they're face-to-face or online, that you can use your capital, get a very clear goal, and follow one path. And I guess at the end of the day, you kind of need to ask yourself 3 questions. Number one is, how much time do you have? Another question you may want to ask yourself is, what is your time actually worth? Because sometimes paying a couple $100 for a course may be better for you because it's already packaged. Or lastly, how quickly do you want to get to your goal, meaning your investment goal? And so if you ask yourself those three questions, then that should also help you decide whether or not it makes more sense to invest your time in finding all the information that you need on the internet or in meetings face-to-face, or you may want to take a faster path, and that is to go out and to pay for education. I've done both. I mean, I definitely started out by spending lots of time listening to podcasts, watching all kinds of YouTube videos, Facebook, free seminars, and I also went to a very exclusive high-end coaching program. So I've been on both sides, both parts of the gamut. So here I'm just sharing with you what I wish I would have known before. So look, it's really up to you whether or not you want to pay with your time or you want to pay with your capital. It's a very simple thing. So hopefully some of these tips have helped you to understand whether or not it's time for you to pay for education with dollars or euros, or to pay with your time. So I hope it's been helpful. I'm also really wanting to know, based on where you are in your life, what your goals are and how much time you want to get to them. I'm curious, which is the right thing for you? To pay for your education in cash, or to pay for it with time by looking for things? So love to get the conversation started and have it continue going, because we appreciate everyone's perspective. So if you found this video to be useful, I'd really appreciate it if you could definitely give a like, leave a comment, and also feel free to share this with other people, because we want to continue to grow the community. You've been doing a great job, and I just wanted to ask for that here. So listen, this is Billy. It's my 2 cents for today. And as always, hasta la próxima.